Hey, I'm CJ. I'm from Top Chef Season 3 from Miami, and you are watching We're Not Here to Make Friends with two people that really only have popcorn and cable television in their life. So keep listening and watching.
And everybody knows who you are. Everybody sees a rising star. Everybody here knows who you are. You're a food court rock star.
Hi, Allison, Brian, CJ.
Hi.
We all know CJ from Top Chef. Everybody, one of everybody's favorites. I know he's my favorite. So,
I didn't know it was going to be filmed. I haven't shaved. I'm wearing brown socks with black shoes. And I got my face burn off from a turkey fry. It exploded. My hand's still kind of reeling. And it kind of went in my face, and it was all like burnt and everything. And friends wouldn't call back after a little while, but then it healed, and everyone's my friend again, so it's good. But I haven't shaved yet because I'm still kind of like all nervous still, like chafing everything off.
Tender, yeah.
Yeah, and this isn't any sort of herpetic, gaping flesh wound. It's just part of the scar thing here.
I heard rumor there's going to be a restaurant in Chicago with you.
Restaurant Chicago I'm still attached to, but with this rat economy, we're still kind of, waiting for things to get finalized. But I am opening my own restaurant in Orange County.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it should be open in May and June. Right now it's called Blue, which was a name that was come to kind of before I was on board.
Okay.
I'm gonna see what I can do about that. It's not terrible, but it kind of lacks like any sort of. It's just sort of like.
It just kind of.
I mean, color blue's great, but blue sounds gray. It sounds
It
beige.
sounds like depressed.
Blue sounds beige. Yeah. Well, it can also
You're
be.
blue.
Yeah.
The sky's blue and it's nice.
That's true too.
The ocean's blue.
That's true too.
Jeans
What kind of
are-
food is it going to be?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know? Or
It's
are you
gonna
not
be.
that far out?
It's gonna be gastropub-esque, so
Oh,
sort of
sweet.
alcohol, like beer, wine,
I love that.
cocktails, with small, like 6 small cold plates, 6 small warm plates, 6 entrees, a few desserts. Kind of fun pastry chef. I'm not doing anything like that. So it's gonna. I'm really excited about it, and it's actually in Mission Viejo, the very city I was born in.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
That's awesome.
So I'm going home. My mom still lives in Orange County too, so she'll
Just
get to
stop
come
by.
in and pastor me.
Moms do that best.
Yeah. I remember the first time she ever saw me sign an autograph when we were in the mall one time. She goes right up to me. She goes, "I used to wipe that bottom." I'm not even kidding you. I'm like, "Mom, what the fuck?" And she goes, "Don't use that word." And I'm like, "She owns me. I'm still got it.
That's terrible.
She still got me."
You'll always be your little boy.
Yeah.
Oh, moms.
So yeah, I'm excited about that. We had just signed our loan papers this last weekend.
Oh,
So
cool.
we got 30 days, so it's all that goes through, and we start construction. It's already a restaurant, so
So it's already kind
I'm
of set to
excited.
go?
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Wow.
And I'm filled with anxiety, and I'm already not sleeping very well.
Do you get stopped for interviews? Not interviews, but like signatures a lot when you're out?
Signatures like that, here and there. Like if you go to like a food festival and stuff like that, like people want you to sign stuff. But it's more like pictures,
Okay.
which is fine. What I mean, you signed up for it on Top Chef, so. And I'm like really tall, so I'm like a homing beacon, and you kind of can see me from far away. It's usually if you had a question about anybody, they're usually not the question with me because who else is gonna be that tall and look like that person?
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's you.
it happens like quite a bit. But it is always kind of awkward, and it sounds like having like a Christmas party last night. Like I know you from somewhere, like like elementary school, because there was that one time where like I was like, yeah, I was on Top Chef, so. And they're like, I don't watch TV. I was thinking about maybe somewhere else. Did you grow up here? I'm like, oh yeah, and I look like a total douchebag. So now, and I was talking to Richard Blades about the same thing, and he's like, I know, like you just gotta play it up. It's just that one time, you look like a total asshole, and you just gotta and just try to be like humble about the whole thing.
Does that help? Does Top Chef, I assume it would help you,
It's
or does,
it totally changed my life.
is there points where it almost hinders you at all, or does it get kind of
No.
annoying being like that dude from Top Chef, or
No, not really. I mean, it was only good. I didn't come off bad on the show.
what
so
if they
that's
hated
true.
you though?
If
What
they hated
like,
me, it'd be hard.
like what if you weren't like, I'm CJ? What if you were like, I don't know.
What if I was like,
like?
CJ, take it or leave it or something. I don't know.
Yeah. What if you were more like?
I wish
I
you
mean,
were
I don't
dead.
want to say Marcel's a douchebag, but.
Yeah, he wasn't totally liked.
But exactly, but he wasn't terribly liked. Like, would you think that would? Do you think the notoriety of
Well,
his Top
sometimes
Chef will
like
get
the
you
people that
in?
come up to you, like the people that come up to you, those people that weren't like liked it very much, are like there's a whole bunch of fans out there that love how much of an asshole they were, kind of like I love how you were on the show or da da da. You know, like, people, I've been around like some people, I won't name who they are, where like people come out and go, oh my gosh, like how you're always like this, da da da. I don't know. It was only good for me. It's only been good for me. It's got me a lot. Got to travel all the time and everything. I mean, it's fun. But I've been doing a lot of stuff. I mean, still from the show, traveling a lot and like doing events and so forth. And,
Really, even.
yeah. I
two-
mean, I did a big thing in New York. I did a thing in New Orleans. Top Chef, like they still have like things they fly you back for, different things, different like holiday specials, things like that.
Oh, we saw you.
Yeah, but remember
Chicago
that.
one.
Yeah, that was fun.
Christmas or whatever it was. Was it Christmas?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Christmas.
Christmas? Yeah, the Christmas dinner special.
It was weird because we filmed it. It was like August or something like
Yeah.
that. You know, it's like hot as hell, and I'm like, the pack's like warm, and like we're waiting outside. It's like
And-
boiling hot. I'm like, fuck, it's so cold.
Especially it's summer in Chicago.
Yeah.
we're
it's
trying to like,
always so humid.
we're like, you know, what's seasonal right now? Like, all this citrus, and we're trying to make like squash soups.
Women love
Yeah, I
you.
wanna
Do you
tell
know
you this.
this? That women,
Women love you.
Really?
love you?
Overall?
Overall?
Just because like I'm tall or something?
No,
No,
well, I was.
like-
We went to a party next door, a holiday party, and we were telling them, "Oh, we're getting these interviews," because they're asking us how the podcast is going, and of course they're like, "Well, yeah, well, we're gonna be talking to these guys from Top Chef." They're like, "Oh, we love Top Chef too," and we're like, "CJ." And before we could say anybody else, they're like, "Oh my God, we love CJ."
CJ.
Really?
And then,
Literally.
Are they home right now?
They're right next door, knock on the wall. Literally our next door neighbors.
Hi, ladies.
we can tell
Libra. One time, I was in Kraft in Dallas. They sent me broccolini.
Oh, of
I'm
course.
like, bastards.
That's pretty funny.
It was really good though.
Has anybody been, have you
Damn,
ever
cooks there.
been like at an event or something and they're like, they
I
see
get broccolini
broccoli,
shit all the time.
and are they just
And
like, no, no, no,
I'm
no.
still like, you know, just getting back on the bike when I see it. You know? I mean, you guys tried cooking stuff in an oven in an airplane that you don't fit in.
Oh yeah,
It's
there's
like
no way.
it's like roasting marshmallows at Yoda's house. You know, and you don't fit in there and everything.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever said it before.
It's a
Roasting
good
marshmallows.
it works.
Roasting marshmallows at Yoda's house. That might have been the best thing I've ever said. We're done. I'm friends with Stefan, although he's a little spastic. Needs to calm the hell down. Even when we're hanging out, Stefan, I need you to calm down. But I watched over his house, so I'm probably gonna go there tonight. And the guy's on the remote, like rewinding every time he says a word. It's awesome.
Really?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And he's analyzed everything like up into the entire way. Like, he is a perfect person to have on Top Chef because he's everything they want. Like like when we were on the show, when we were being like cast, like I think they kind of leaned more towards people that weren't on the show before or ever seen it before, really.
Yeah.
Not on the show, but seen it before. And I think this year they want people to have seen it more. Obviously, everyone's seen it,
Mhm.
so there are these kind of psychotic people I think that have watched and seen every episode before and asked all these questions. I mean, I knew Stefan. I knew Stefan before he went on, and it was weird. Like he didn't tell me he was being on, so I was like, what
Oh,
the?
really?
I'm like, what the fuck? It was very strange. He was dating a friend of mine, but not anymore.
So all friendships aside, who are you putting your money on? I know it's early in the game, but everybody's got their pick.
I like either Stefan or I like that little chick from San Fran. She's got some skills. She has.
Leah?
She's got tasks.
Oh, Jamie.
She's lesbian.
Jamie.
Yeah.
Jamie.
However.
The last standing
Better too,
Team
babe.
Rainbow
Yeah.
member.
Oh yeah, that whole thing was weird.
So I don't know if you can talk about this or not. I don't know how much they should talk about. Like, what was the audition process like for you? Like, what?
It was
Is
pretty
this
funny
top
actually.
secret, or?
No, not at all. I mean, they didn't. They went. Well, they kind of know about a lot of people. Like people are going various auditions for different things, and some people now try out for Top Chef like 3 times. You know, and they know them from the past.
Yeah.
They bring them up, and I mean, they knew about 11 of the 15 on my show. So there was like 4 spots open out of like the 10,000 that went out there. So I went to an open call. And I was hungover, and I was in my friend's place. And all my friends wanted me to go. I'm like, yeah, I'd love to do this. It'd be awesome. So I go, and I'm late. You know, like I'm like in the last hour of people. You know, and I'm in line for 4 hours, and I order pizza and hanging out. And I didn't have a picture of myself either. My buddy's like, well, I got one for you. He's like, so we put it out of his house. He gives me all stuff and fill out all the paperwork in line. I mean, it's so funny, these like tryouts. 2 guys in like chef coats and bringing their knives and like the weird like, you know, chef weirdy chef hats. It's like, come on, you hacks, are you kidding me? So anyway, we get in there, and it's like two producers and 4 people at a time, like 5 minutes, boom, boom, boom. So you don't have a lot of time. Why you want to be on the show? Goes one person. I want to be on the show because I'm a great chef. And then it goes to me, and I'm like, I want to be on the show because I'm vain. I'd love to see myself on TV. I was a former pro athlete, so I'm very competitive, and I love food to death. It's my life. So then when the next guy's like, I don't know, you know, my friends say, I'm like, dude, are you fucking kidding me? We're in line 4 hours together. That's all you're bringing to the table with these guys? And then I go, oh yeah, by the way, here's my picture. And the picture is an 8.5 by 11 of me at Halloween, and I made my own giraffe costume. So I'm in full body spandex with like a cocktail in my hand. There's like some little bumblebee like bent over laughing. And I'm like, hey, like this. And like full body spandex, the hog's out there, the whole thing. I see everything. So I'm like cheersing like this. I'm like, oh, hey, here's my picture. And then it's like, I remember Randy, like the guy, he's just like goes like this, like just dying laughing. So that was my process. Then you go back and you have to make a video. And then they watch that, then you have to go in for interviews. It's a pretty lengthy process. So it's probably like 3 interviews. Then there's like this psych interview also. Do you hate your dad? Do you ever dream of killing your dad? Like just making sure you like, I mean, essentially so you're not like a race car in red. And even though people do cry all the time on the show, just making sure you don't go nuts.
Yeah, because you got all those knives sitting around.
Yeah, good point. I mean, you're around like fire and knives.
What made you want to be a chef? I mean, you were big into like athletics and sports.
Well, it was, when I played volleyball professionally, I lived in Europe, and I think it was kind of seeing food from a non-American point of view. And I think that's what kind of like people are going through now in the U.S. is sort of like having a different idea of food, you know, and not being so afraid of trying new things. And even now you can see on menus there's a lot more offal and, you know, donuts and such. And it's, you know, people eat sweetbreads now a lot easier than they ever did.
Yeah.
But now we're getting like calves brains and things like that, which are all delicious, but people are still kind of scared of them. So I think just being enlightened to different food and like a different sort of passion for food, like in like the family atmosphere. Like we kind of sat down and had dinner, and it was done in like 30 minutes with the TV on, you know. And my parents did cook. We did have our family dinners, but over there, part of my, well, I remember the last place I played was Belgium. Part of it, my contract was to get room and board, and it was like, so I'd go eat in the kitchen of this like big Belgian restaurant, and you know we were like 20 minutes from the French border, so it's pretty much French food. So we'd eat in there, but then like we'd all eat with the family too, which would be like 10 neighbors, so there'd always be a big long tail, and everyone would eat for like 3 hours, and it was great. And there was tons of cream sauces and French fries. That's all I really wanted in life.
You were saying before how some people, like they were gearing towards people who didn't watch the show.
I think on my
watch the
season, no, I saw like 2 episodes.
2 episodes.
2 or 3, like randomly here and there, because I don't have cable.
I think
good.
actually that season you were on was the first one I watched.
It was the first one.
We had a good season because we had a lot of really different personalities.
Yeah, your season was really the one. Like the
I'm
first
sure everyone
season,
says that.
the first season was good. And it's like
Well, the pre-Padma.
Second
I'm not
was-
even watching
second
the
was-
other ones.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of hard to
Yeah.
watch without Padma.
I know. We ask everybody what other reality, since we are reality based.
What other shows I like?
What other shows do you like
Um,
besides your own?
I
shows?
love American Chopper.
American Chopper.
I love it. It's so good. I'm like, I almost want a motorcycle, but it'd just be too ridiculous. Could you see me on one? I mean, it'd be so bad.
I think your arms would be perfect for
I would be.
that.
It looked like if you put that tripod on a bike. It would just look weird, right? Just like things bang out everywhere. I'd probably like I'd have to take wider turns. Like my feet would knock on stuff. But I love it, and I just because I think they're working with their hands, crafting something out of nothing. I think it's beautiful. I also like Project One Way.
Project
Yeah.
Runway.
I know there's other ones. I love the British version of not Hell's Kitchen, but
Kitchen
it's
Nightmares?
Yeah. The
We
British
love that
version is
too.
so good because
We-
he's less sensational and stuff, and he's like,
Yeah.
and he can curse and they can curse, and it's
Yeah.
just they're just more
And,
real.
and it's more about the business
It's
aspect
more about
than
the
it is
business,
the
and not
and then
dirty.
and he comes back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She made us clean she made me clean the kitchen really well for you.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
she's
I was
like,
he's gonna look.
you
That's
make
so-
this spotless.
That's so awesome.
I'm like, he's gonna look. And then I was like,
All I looked for was where the Jameson was.
yeah.
And take note. 'Cause
yeah.
that's all any chef's gonna look for.
Gotta usually
Because they get royalties on everything. Right?
Yeah. And like when the Olympics came out, like,
Oh yeah,
man,
that was a big job.
crazy.
Big Ten basketball, same way.
Yeah, Big
Like,
Ten
I bet.
basketball, like, yeah.
And,
Anything like that is always.
NFL.
How long does it take to? Ow, fucking shit.
We warned you. We warned
See
you.
how cavalier he was about that too? You're just like,
He pawed me and he looked me right in the eye. No.
And then he just walks away like, yeah, I did it. What you gonna do?
Well, it was my fault. I'm sitting here kind of going like this, bitch, so I'm just like gonna be still. I'm glad you got that on camera. I kind of want to watch that. Oh, fucking hell!